Strategy. What's your relationship to that word and concept? And how are you integrating that into your life? Are you strategizing your life, or are you kind of just bumbling forward, following whatever comes in, reacting to the world, and just making it through, chasing the next shiny object? Or are you strategizing your life to make it your masterpiece? This is a concept I'm very passionate about, is this idea of designing our life in a way that our day becomes our masterpiece. Because guess what? The way that your life turns out, your life is a collection of every day, of day after day. And when you wake up and decide to make your day your masterpiece, your life becomes a work of art. Okay, so this idea of strategizing our life, it's not exactly something that we learn in school. We're taught how to follow various career paths and how to chase society's notion of success, but we're not actually taught how to strategize our life in a way that helps us design a reality and a meaningful, accomplishment-filled life on our terms. And by accomplishment, I'm not just talking about material, external things that we achieve in the world. I mean, designing a life that is in line with what is important to us, what we value, what our unique contribution is in the world. Because I do believe that we're here to create and to give and to leave the world different than we found it. And most of us feel this impulse, like we're driven towards our goals because we want to use our creative energy towards something, right? So, this idea of strategizing our life, like, first of all, just the awareness of this being something that you need to do. It's kind of like we have to take personal responsibility to design our life and to align ourselves with what our potential can bring, because we're going to die with our potential inside of us if we don't decide to sit down and map out our strategies, right? So how can you live a life of accomplishment and purpose and meaning, and not a life of lots of busy tasks and reactivity? And just like, do you ever feel like you're just kind of moving through the day, getting things done, like just putting out fires and not actually getting anything done that actually matters to you, to your heart? That's because you're not strategizing. So, okay, what does it look like to strategize your life? I'll just give you guys a few tools that I personally use. So first is having a solid morning routine. When I start my day in a solid space of keeping my phone off, practicing meditation, yoga, journaling, writing out my affirmations for the mindset that I'm stepping into. That is a huge part of my strategy, is just starting my day with that anchor of routines. And sometimes it changes, but that can be a whole topic for another video. Knowing your values, knowing what your guiding compass is for your life, and living your life in alignment with that, and having set check-in points to see when your values change. So this year I went to a silent retreat, and on that retreat I was inspired to revisit my value system that I've been working from for the past 3 or 4, maybe 2 or 3 years. And I realized that my values had actually changed, and it was like, boom, this is why some things feel a little bit sticky in my life, because I'm actually basing my decisions around an old value system. And a lot of them were the same, but there's some things that have come into my life which are now important. Spiritual practice being a huge one of those. And that really needs to be a cornerstone in my day-to-day life and work. And so that's shifting my course, and it's a strategic move. Knowing your skills and your experiences and what you have to offer the world, knowing what you're good at and owning that is a huge part of your life strategy. Doing visualization, so actually sitting down and visualizing and creating a mind movie of the next year of your life, the next 3 months of your life, the next 5 years of your life, sitting and actually visualizing where you are, who you are, what your life looks like through the 5 senses. Our mind responds to visual and movie type of stimuli, this type of very interactive stimulus. And if you can actually create some sort of video to watch of the life that you want to create, that's even more powerful. But doing it just mentally, visualization is super powerful. And okay, just a couple other strategic tools that I use: doing monthly and yearly reviews. So at the end of every month, reviewing your goals, reviewing what you wanted to accomplish, who you wanted to be, just different, like I usually reflect on what I've learned, what experiences I had that helped me grow, the connections in my life that helped me thrive, and I look at the month ahead and I set my goals and the types of areas that I want to be stepping into. I usually look at, relationships, health, creative, financial, service, business, things like this, and I set my benchmarks for where I want to be that month, and then I look back and see if I'm doing it. Strategic, right? And okay, and then the other thing is just like eliminating habits of distraction. So knowing what habits are holding you back, which could be compulsive social media usage, it could be junk food or alcohol or lack of exercise, and like making a conscious effort and decision to cut those habits from your life because they are keeping you from the strategic life of badassery that you are meant for. So if you have any questions about any of this, let me know. I actually do work with people on a strategic level to set up a masterpiece, in their life and work, and just, that came out weird, not to set up a masterpiece, but to set up a model for making your life and your journey into a masterpiece. So actually I'm doing sessions for blah, blah, blah. So I'm gonna cut this part out. And if you're interested in setting up a session to design a strategy for your life, where you're at right now, and this could be for your health, for your relationships, or for your business, and even for all three, because everything is connected, then let me know, because this type of work can be done there can be a lot of work done in a very short period of time in an intensive session, and it's mostly just about giving you the tools that you need and the awareness to move all these parts of your life forward. So yeah, let me know, and if you have any other strategic tools that really work for you, I'd love to know, just to add to my own toolkit and to maybe drop in the comments and let other people know as well. So hope you have a wonderful day, and talk soon.